What's going on, y'all? Today we got Michael Jordan versus LeBron James lifestyle war, man. Let's get into it.
In addition to being considered the two greatest basketball players of all time, LeBron James and Michael Jordan are two tycoons who know how to multiply their net worths. But have you ever stopped to wonder who lives the most luxurious life? In this video, you will watch a fierce battle between Michael Jordan versus LeBron James. So now, let's get to the fight. Before we get started, I challenge you. You have to click on subscribe and activate notifications. Check the prize that they own jets to help with their commute. LeBron James, for example, owns a Gulfstream G280 model aircraft, a very modern twin-engine executive jet. The interior is very luxurious, with two seating areas capable of carrying up to 10 passengers with a lot of comfort. And to have this jet of his at his disposal, the athlete had to invest a lot of money. According to some sources, James' aircraft is valued at approximately $22 million. Michael Jordan, on the other hand, owns an even more luxurious jet. It is a Gulfstream G550, a sophisticated medium-sized twin-engine executive jet with high performance and intercontinental range. The interior of the jet is very comfortable and luxurious, being able to hold up to 19 passengers depending on the configuration adopted. And for being a super stylish man, Jordan decided to customize his aircraft to match his personality and make it to his liking. And to own this modern aircraft, it is necessary to invest a huge sum. It is estimated to have cost around $62 million. That means Michael Jordan takes that round. Score him a point. Round 2. Car collection. The two celebrities are very fond of enjoying beautiful cars. LeBron James, for example, has a huge collection, having already gone through his garage vehicles such as a Chevy Camaro worth $50,000, a Chevy Impala 1975 valued at $55,000, a Dodge Challenger SRT worth $60,000, a Kia K900, also worth $60,000, a Hummer H2 worth $70,000, a Mercedes Maybach S600 worth $185,000, a Porsche 911 Turbo S worth $200,000, a Bentley Continental GT worth $250,000, a Ferrari 458 Spider worth $270,000, a Ferrari 599 convertible worth $300,000, a Mercedes-Benz Maybach 57S worth $320,000, a Rolls-Royce Phantom worth $400,000, and the most expensive and famous of all, his custom Lamborghini Aventador Roadster. It is a sports supercar capable of reaching impressive speeds, being among the fastest cars in the world. The vehicle has a 770 horsepower engine that accelerates from 0 to 60 miles per hour in an unbelievable 2.8 seconds, reaching a top speed of 220 miles per hour. And to acquire this super machine, it may be necessary to cash out the small price of $500,000. Meanwhile, Michael Jordan is also passionate about cars. It is speculated that he has owned vehicles, such as a Corvette C4 worth $30,000, an Aston Martin DB7 worth $35,000, a Corvette C5 worth $40,000, a Cadillac XLRV worth $45,000, a Mercedes-Benz SL55 AMG worth $50,000, a Land Rover Range Rover worth $70,000, a Porsche 930 Turbo Cabriolet worth $140,000, a Mercedes-Benz S600 Lancer auctioned for almost $200,000, a Porsche 911 Turbo S worth $210,000, a Ferrari 512 TR worth $220,000, a Ferrari 550 Maranello worth $250,000, a Bentley Continental GT worth $265,000, a Ferrari 599 GTB Fiorino worth $300,000, a Porsche 993 Turbo S worth $330,000, and even McLaren Mercedes SLR 722, a beautiful convertible with sporty design that, for once having belonged to Michael Jordan, is now being auctioned for almost $700,000. But it is speculated that his most expensive vehicle is a Bugatti Veyron that he bought after retiring. It is a supercar equipped with a 1,000 horsepower engine, which is
a
able to reach the
Lambo,
maximum
like a
speed of
Bugatti.
250 miles per hour, and in its most complete version, it can cost as much as $1,900,000. And despite both being passionate about cars, Michael Jordan narrowly wins this round. Score him another one. Round 3. XS Luxes. The two basketball stars like to spend their money on things outside of most people's reach. LeBron James, for example, is passionate about watches, owning a $1 million collection including a Rolex Yachtmaster 2 worth $25,000, a Rolex Day Date worth $50,000, a Patek Philippe Nautilus worth $100,000, an Audemars Piguet Royal Oak Concept Black Panther worth $160,000, a Patek Philippe 6102 are worth $300,000. A Richard Mille RM11-03 worth $450,000. A Richard Mille RM11-03 jean tote worth $600,000. And even a watch made exclusively for him. We are talking about an Audemars Piguet Royal Oak Offshore LeBron James that can be found for around $100,000. On the other hand, Michael Jordan likes to enjoy life on luxury yachts. He has already been seen, for example, on a super vessel known as Mr. Terrible, a little toy that is valued at no less than $21 million. But without a doubt, the most luxurious one he has ever been spotted in is the Super Yacht Joy, a gigantic 230-foot-long vessel built to the highest quality standards, capable of offering everything one could imagine. Inside there are 7 cabins, able to accommodate up to 12 people, offering maximum comfort for all those on board. To entertain himself during his travels, there are a number of places in it where Michael Jordan must really like, such as a complete gym for him to stay fit, a beautiful pool with a jacuzzi, and, of course, even a basketball hoop that certainly could not be missing. To have an idea of price, just to rent it for a week it is necessary to pay around $811,000. However, if Jordan has really bought it, he needed to invest about $80 million. And because we don't know if the yacht belongs to Michael Jordan, that round is tied. Both score a point. Round 4. $1 million real estates. When it comes to investing in real estate, the two basketball stars seem to love it. Michael Jordan, for example, owns a lakeside mansion in the Cornelius region of North Carolina. The property has an imposing facade with a classic architecture, its great differential being the panoramic view to the lake. And as reported in the media, the basketball player purchased the residence in 2013, paying around $2,800,000, but that today it has already reached the price of around $4,800,000. Moving up the price further, Michael Jordan owns a mansion in Park City in the state of Utah. The property sits on a huge plot of almost 10 acres high up in the mountains, which ends up providing beautiful vistas to nature. The interior of the property is very sophisticated, with a decoration that blends very well with the natural environment of the place. The living room, for example, has a double-height ceiling, with windows that go from the floor to the ceiling and bring excellent natural lighting. And in order for the basketball star to have fun, the house is equipped with exclusive environments, such as a cinema, a fitness area, and even a golf simulator for individual matches. Outside, there is a space equipped with a fireplace and barbecue, as well as an infinity-edge pool capable of leaving anyone impressed from the incredible view. And for those who want to acquire this property, the good news is that it is for sale. Michael Jordan has decided to put it up for sale in 2019, with the price hovering around $7,500,000. Michael Jordan also owns another property in Highland Park near Chicago, Illinois. The mansion sits on a gigantic plot of land of nearly 7 acres, more than enough space to house everything the former athlete loves. Right at the entrance, because of the number 23 on the gates, you can see that the house belongs to the basketball star. Entering the front door of the residence, we find a large living room superbly decorated with classic and sophisticated furniture. It is known that the NBA legend has built the property entirely from scratch over 4 years, finishing construction in 1995. And that's why the property has been customized to Jordan's tastes, having rooms that meet his needs, such as a cellar for storing wines, a golf course, a game room, a gourmet kitchen for a chef, a complete gym, a cigar room, among many other things. Besides, of course, having an outdoor basketball court and another fully covered, something that could not be missing in a residence built by Michael Jordan himself. To get an idea of price,
Man,
in
that's an
2012 the
outdoor,
mansion was
indoor.
advertised for
Talking
around
about outdoor
$29 million.
outdoor,
However,
indoor.
in 2015 he
Word,
decided
you
to
got
give
the
it a
kids'
super
names on
discount, having
the
lowered its
middle of it,
price
all
to
that.
$14,800,000. As for his main residence, it is speculated to be a huge estate in Florida with almost 27,000 square feet, which, despite not having so much information, is estimated that in order to be built, he had to spend around $20 million. LeBron James, meanwhile, has an even larger real estate portfolio. Starting from the cheapest, in 2003 he decided to buy a property in Akron, Ohio. Up the price further, LeBron James once owned a beautiful lakefront mansion in Miami in the state of Florida. The interior of the mansion has a color palette of light tones on the walls that matches the darker color of the wood, which is very present in the cabinets in the kitchens and especially in the office and closet. Outside, there is a luxurious pool that at night is surrounded by colored LEDs, all this with an incredible view to the Biscayne Bay, in addition to having a dock to store up to 2 yachts. And according to media reports, the basketball player has decided to sell the mansion in 2021 for about $12,750,000. Going even more expensive, the NBA star also once owned a half-acre estate in Los Angeles, California. The property is 2 stories high and has a very wooded facade. Inside, the rooms are very spacious, with a total constructed area of about 9,500 square feet, divided into 6 bedrooms and 8 bathrooms, all with jacuzzis. Outside, the grass is very green, and there is a large Olympic swimming pool with a wooden deck, an ideal place to relax on the more sunny days. And according to media reports, the player purchased the house in 2015 paying $21 million, but decided to sell it in 2021 at a loss of $19,600,000. Still in California, LeBron James owns another property located on one of the most noble streets of Los Angeles. The interior of the residence is quite sophisticated, being built with top-of-the-line materials. The kitchen, for example, features natural French oak and marble countertops from Spain. In total, the property is about 9,500 square feet, being divided into 8 bedrooms and 11 luxurious marble-covered bathrooms. In addition, the mansion also offers other spoils for the player, such as a game room, a complete gym, and a cinema. And to acquire this beautiful mansion, the player needed to disburse in 2017 about $23 million. And although both athletes possess a lot of estates, LeBron James just barely has more, so he wins this round. Round 5. Businesses. In the business world, the 2 athletes are also very prominent. LeBron James, for example, has investments in the gastronomic branch, being owner of 19 franchises of the pizzeria chain Blaze Pizza. He is also a partner in Beats Electronics, a headphone and audio equipment company owned by Apple. However, in the world of sports, he has stakes in Liverpool, one of England's biggest football teams. LeBron James is also a partner in Ladder, a sports supplementation company created in partnership with other celebrities like Arnold Schwarzenegger. And he even owns a film production company, having founded Spring Hill Company, a company that produced and released in 2021 his new film called Space Jam: A New Legacy. Michael Jordan, on the other hand, is also a mega entrepreneur. One of his biggest investments was in the Charlotte Hornets, a professional basketball team that competes in the
And I heard he's selling the Charlotte Hornets now, his stake in the Charlotte Hornets. W. Mike, man, I know he turned it up because the NBA got somewhat bigger over the recent years.
To give you an idea of the magnitude of the deal, the team's market value is $1,300,000,000 and has Michael Jordan as the main shareholder. In addition, he also invests in various other businesses such as a NASCAR racing team called 2311 Racing, the baseball team Miami Marlins from the Major League Baseball, the DraftKings Sports Betting Company, among many other businesses such as sophisticated restaurants, golf courses, and even car dealerships that bear his name. Despite both being great entrepreneurs off the court, so far Michael Jordan has managed to make more profitable investments. Score him another point. Round 6. Net worth. Being considered the 2 greatest basketball players of all time, it is clear that they have already amassed a huge net worth. LeBron James, for example, as a Los Angeles Lakers player alone, receives a super salary of $41,200,000. And while it's a huge amount, it's still far from being his biggest source of income. That's because it's estimated he probably makes more than $70 million off the court, mainly from his advertising contracts. To get an idea, in just his lifetime contract with Nike alone, he receives approximately $30 million per year. And adding up all of his earnings throughout his career, it is estimated that LeBron James has a net worth of approximately $1 billion. Meanwhile, Michael Jordan made far less money as a professional basketball player. But on the other hand, he has made a lot of money off the court, being considered one of the best-selling athletes in history. His product line with Nike, for example, earns the company billions of dollars every year. And that certainly explains the value of his $1 million contract, which is around $100 million a year. And it is no wonder that, according to the Forbes magazine, Jordan became the first billionaire NBA player in history with a net worth of $1,600 million, an amount that places him as the 5th richest black man in the United States. In other words, the one who takes this round is Michael Jordan. At the end of this fight, we have 2 points for LeBron James against 5 points for Michael Jordan, with him being the winner of this battle. But if you believe there are still other with him being the winner of this battle.
Right here. That's the end of this one, y'all. If y'all enjoyed, y'all know what to do. Click on the last reaction, you know what I'm saying? A little motivation for the channel, man. You know, we trying to be there. We ain't gonna lie, you know what I'm saying? 50 years. Nah, not 50 years. I'm bugging. That's too low. 20 years, nigga. 20 years, nigga. Should try at Douglas. Word up. Like the video, comment, subscribe, share the video. Click on the last reaction. I'm out of here, man. Oh, shit.